Encores Off-Center is where I think the future meets the past. Hello, I'm Anne Kauffman. I'm the Artistic Director of Encores Off-Center.
It's 1, 2, 3, get going! Just like the sun.
The way that Stephen Schwartz envisioned this in the very beginning, most of the versions stick with the working class. So we're actually watching an evolution of the working class since the 1970s. As people do this piece, that he sees it as a living, breathing, changing document, and that it should reflect the time that it's in, it should reflect the place that it's in, it should reflect the artists who want to put it on. Last season, Janine and I decided to ask some of the interns to go around City Center and interview people for an oral history of the 75 years. And so guards and ushers and ticket takers and box office people. And so we just had those. We just had those before we even decided to do working. And I thought, why don't now we get to, as Stephen Schwartz calls it, a modular piece that reflects the moment and the place. I thought, why don't we actually include those interviews? Promenade, God, it's just such an extraordinary piece, you can't even believe it. So Promenade is really about the haves and have-nots. It's two convicts who escape prison and find themselves in this 1% party and sort of masquerade as the 1%. And the way that Irene Fornes and Al Carmines comes at it is just, it's outrageous. We have a lot of assumptions about the 1% and about people dwelling in poverty. But I think that the way that they flip this on its head, they reveal really surprising facets of these conditions.
You have the vision, they have the money.
Roadshow is really the thing that actually most kind of hits the idea of the American dream right at its core. It starts with the father giving a nest egg to his two sons, and we watch them basically spend that money in two very different ways to try to make themselves and carve out an identity in this country. How do you define yourself in this country? How does making yourself, what does making yourself in this country mean? How are you creating yourself?
You made all my life, don't know